Welcome back. In today's episode, I'm going to introduce you to my wife, Ety, who is my boss and my CEO. And in today's episode, we will be addressing the question is, why should you buy a house in 2021? So let's begin.
Okay, first question is, what can we expect in terms of market inventory this year, Mr. Wilensky?
So it's a great question, and a lot of sellers and buyers are wondering, where is the inventory? Because clearly we see in today's market, there is a lack of inventory, which means higher prices. Now, there's also a lot of sellers who are waiting for the sprints to go in the market, but this is something that I keep telling them all the time is, don't wait, because if you're waiting for February 15 or you're waiting for March, and there's going to be a lot of other sellers going on the market, we only have a small pool of buyers looking to buy right now. So don't miss this opportunity. If you want to sell your home for top dollars, right now is the best time.
Actually takes us to our next question of, would it be harder or easier to buy your first property in 2021 if you're a first-time homeowner?
So the first-time buyer, now is going to be actually the better time to buy, and it's going to be easier. And let me tell you why.
Why is that?
Interest rates are at so low. Some of my clients were getting 1.49%. So if you compare buying a home and paying mortgage versus actually paying lease payments or rent payments, as we call it here in Canada, you might as well pay your own mortgage because it's so cheap in compared to what it used to be in previous years that you might as well take advantage of those low interest rates.
And you'll be a homeowner.
And you'll be homeowner, which means you'll be paying your own principal, you'll be paying your own mortgage,
and you can do whatever you want without asking anybody's permission.
Absolutely. So now if you do decide to put a painting on the wall or paint the walls any color you want, including pink, you can actually do that. Renovate.
Have any pets you want.
Any pets you want.
Yes.
Except two large pets, obviously.
Yeah, or monkeys.
Or monkeys. You can't have monkeys.
Okay. Next. Now, will we see the return of a thriving market in cities like downtown Toronto?
In my humble opinion, absolutely yes. And I'll tell you why. First of all, we will have a lot more immigrants moving to the GTA. And if you look at the numbers, most of the people do want to stay and live in downtown Toronto. I mean, yes, City of Vaughan, the 905 area, has been increasing a lot, and percentage-wise, we are doing very, very well. However, I mean, when you want to be in Toronto, you actually want to live in downtown Toronto.
Yeah. Although there is a movement kind of out of the city because of increase of work from home culture, which allowed people to relocate. But I think that slowly with time will come back and people will want to come back to downtown.
So if you were to ask me, would I buy an apartment downtown Toronto? My answer is absolutely yes. I mean, just imagine, you have a condo in Toronto, close to the lake,
with the best restaurants
the distillery district. I mean, there are so many things in Toronto that we in Vaughan, and yes, I love the suburbs, but it's still, Toronto is Toronto, and you really can't go wrong with that.
That's true. And we might be in a closure now, but everything will open up, things will hopefully get back to normal, and we'll continue to enjoy our city.
Absolutely, we will.
Excellent. Okay, last question. Now, what will be the main request of homeowners in 2021?
The main request for homeowners, definitely more square footage.
Yes.
So I know from experience that our clients with the 400 square feet studio apartments have been really struggling, been just really trying to run out of those apartments because they're now working from home, and those who are dating or married, they now have two people working from the same square feet.
That's hard.
And they're realizing more and more that they need that bigger space. And then the other thing that we have noticed as well is a lot of people are working out from home.
Working out, homeschooling, working from home in terms of their job. They also want more square footage outside.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of people now that they're asking for backyards.
Pools. Patios.
Yes.
Balconies.
Yes.
You can't be stuck at home all day.
No. And the biggest thing that I think that what we are also realizing in Toronto with the condos, people don't want to wait for half an hour to take the elevator.
Oh, yeah.
They want to be able to drive into their home, to their beautiful home, even though it's in Vaughan or Ajax or Oshawa, doesn't
Half an
matter
hour
where.
for elevator because of COVID, I'm assuming.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, the policy is 2 people per elevator, which is crazy.
Hopefully that will go away soon.
But either way, people kind of understanding more and more that they want that backyard, that they want to be able to arrive home, have a glass of wine outside the backyard, versus be sitting.
Hopefully not at -20.
Hopefully not. I mean, you never know.
Yeah. Well,
Anything else?
that's a pretty good summary, I'd say.
Anything else?
So this is what you'll do all day? Videos? And he's like, oh, I'm working so hard. And I'm running after a baby.
Yeah. But again, it is harder than it looks. And I think, what's your kind of like overall experience from doing this first video?
First video? It's
First
great.
video.
I mean, look at the lighting.
The lighting is amazing, right? And I mean, with a camera like this and the mic, we're just having fun. Like, this is the bottom line. Guys, make yourself productive. Let's get back to work. Have an amazing day.
Bye.